Hello, hello, everybody. It's a little video about a little an insight video. So when I did a little talking about a certain song I've written. This video will be about a song called Accountability. Accountability. I wrote the song, 2016. So that's like, 8 years ago? It's weird, and then, it was like one of those things where I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like people were getting away with stuff, getting away with everything. It's weird though, because right after I wrote the song, all of a sudden, everybody was being held accountable for things. All of a sudden, this woke thing happened, and everybody's guilty of everything. Everybody's just like, you did that, and you did that. I was like, it's just weird how my songs come to fruition. It's like almost like, it's almost like, I don't know how it does that. It's like, I read a song about what is that song? The song, what it's called. Complacent. I wrote a song called Complacent, and we were at a time of complacency, and all of a sudden, bad things happened when we weren't so complacent anymore. It's just weird. Right after the song, I wrote the song. But yeah, we were at a moment of kind of where people were just doing crazy. People just doing stuff, and no, it wasn't. It was before the woke thing. It was about 8 years ago, almost 10 years ago. I wrote the song, and I was like, the main catalyst for me writing the song was I just saw. This is like, I knew this greenhouse effect was happening. This whole carbon thing, and people just kept driving their cars, and I was walking out. Seeing people driving, no one's on the street. People just driving. Everybody's driving. And I'm thinking, they're adding more carbon, creating that greenhouse effect, which I guess isn't so bad. It'll probably just melt the polar caps and cause flooding and and all that jazz, and that's what let's make warmer winters, right? Why not? What's wrong with that? Nothing. But I think it was just about pollution in general, how people get away with just polluting, just being selfish. It's like people cut down the trees. And then that was one of the things these businesses that go, I want to be in the business for making paper and making furniture or just land development, so I'm going to tear down trees because I have this right to cut down trees for some reason. The right to cut off our oxygen supply. Let's go ahead and do that. People are so stupid. It's like, why are you cutting down our supply of oxygen? It's like we're almost like suicidal. It's like we're so plenty of trees. Yeah, but still, just thinking of behind it, it's just weird. That's how people get away with shit. Get away with weird stuff. Get away with and they will never get penalized for it. They'll get penalized the way the rest of us get penalized by by the way, it's gonna be. Our the future of the planet is gonna be. We all be penalized equally, I guess. So I wrote the song. So and then it became about just about everybody, whoever gets away with doing bad, generally bad, not just like this weird stuff like people think is bad. It's like someone. Miley Cyrus showed her booty or something, or a nip slip. Oh, that's not bad. People will make a big thing about it. Like, you're evil. That's not evil. That's not what I mean by bad. Bad is is when people are generally vicious and evil and doing bad things to other people, and doing bad things to the environment. That's what I mean by bad. This other stuff is frivolous and it's not really bad. People always want to go on and on about things that aren't really that bad. So, but the real bad stuff they don't want to deal with. They don't want to bring it up because they're probably guilty of it themselves. So I wrote the lyrics first. I remember that. I always do. I tend to do that first. So this is how it goes. I always, like I say, I write my lyrics like a poem, like I would a poem, but not like a normal kind of poem. Like more of an Edgar Allan Poe poem. I like this style. It's kind of rhymey, but kind of different, you know what I mean? But saying something, but setting a mood, I'm just gonna let this ring because I don't want to. I don't know. It says Northwestern. Oh, Northwestern Hospital. Northwestern. Am I? No. Let's see if they leave a message. Probably not. Sometimes the call ID isn't really who it is. It hardly ever is. Don't know how to get fake call ID tags on it. No. Alright, so here's the lyrics. What you done, you knew you did. It's not like they can take that from you. They want you to own up to all your thoughts when they knew that it could make you seem bright. But what's left to give you a precedence, to hold to a level of confidence? What they done, they thought you did. It's just life that can take it from you. They need you to walk up to all your ways. Then you're told that it could make you seem wise. And it's left to give you a defense, to bold of a level of evidence. No one's held accountable for the harm they do. No one's held accountable for the harm being done. No one's held accountable for the harm they did, saying they're all so perfect now, and trying to hide in case you remember, in case you remember what they did. And what you said they used on you, it's just like they can choose that for you. They want you to show up to all your calls, and knew that they could take you away, but it's left to show your honesty, too cold for their level of treachery, or to go with their level of treachery, to go with their level of I was like debating on that. But no one's held accountable for the harm they do. No one's held accountable for the harm being done. No one's held accountable for the harm they did, saying they're all so perfect now. No one's held accountable for the harm they do. No one's held accountable for the harm being done. No one's held accountable for the harm they did, saying they're all so perfect now, and trying to hide in case you remember, in case you remember, in case you remember what they did. So that was the lyric. So that's that's the song. That's the lyric. I don't like to get too wordy because I've seen some wordy little lyricists and they just go on and on. It's just too much words and it's just like, oh my god, it's like too many notes. And then I wrote this chord progression for it. Kind of this. the gist of the chord progression. Not gonna make it too too kind of crazy. Just kind of like to have it nice and do. So nice and slow for you, so you can kind of get an idea of the progression. Maybe it's getting kind of long, huh? Yeah. So okay. So here's the progression. So it's like play it slow for you. So this is the intro. What you done, you knew you did. It's not like they can take that from you. They want you to own up to all your thoughts, when you knew that it could make you seem right. What's left to give you a precedence to hold to a level of confidence. Then go to the second verse. What they done, they thought you did. It's just life that can take it from you. They need you to walk up to all your ways, and you tell that it could make you seem wise, and it's left to give you a defense to bold of level of evidence. Knows how it goes on all they do. Knows how it goes for the harm they done. Knows how it goes for all they did. Sounds are also perfect now. Knows how it goes for the harm they do. Knows how it goes for the harm they done. Knows how it goes for the harm they did. Sounds are also perfect now. Try to hide in case you remember. In case you remember. In case you remember what they did. The third verse. What you said they used on you. It's like that they can choose that for you. They want you to show up to all your calls, when you knew that they could take you away. But it's left to show your honesty, to go with their level of treachery. Knows how it goes for the harm they do. Knows how it goes for the harm they done. Knows how it goes for the harm they did. Sounds are also perfect now. Knows how it goes for the harm they do. Knows how it goes for the harm they done. Knows how it goes for the harm they did. Sounds are also perfect now. Try to hide in case you remember. In case you remember. In case you remember what they did. Yeah, so that's basically the song. Then it goes into the solo. So yeah, but my chord progressions are just what sounds good to me. It's like I don't go where in this code, in this mode, this pattern, this scale, this whatever. I just do whatever sounds good. That's the best way. That's how you do it. Just if you do what's you're supposed to, and you don't really change anything, you don't get anything radical and interesting. You just get a bunch of boring same stuff. that's the see all my chord progressions. I think try to make them sound interesting. You know, what you done, you knew you did. It's not like they can take that from you. They want you to own up to all your thoughts when you knew that it could make you seem right. But what's left to give you a precedent to hold to a level of confidence. What they've done, they thought you did. It's just life that can take it from you. They knew you walk up to all your ways, and you're told that it could make you seem wise, and it's left to give you a defense to both of their level of balance. Now that I gamble for the harm they do, now that I gamble for the harm being done, now that I gamble for the harm they did, saying they're all so perfect now, trying to hide in case you remember, in case you remember, in case you remember what they did. What you said they used on you, it's like that they can choose that for you. They want you to show off all your calls when you knew that it could take you away. Well, it's left to show your honesty, to go with their level of treachery. And now that I gamble for the harm they do, knows that I gamble for the harm being done, knows that I gamble for the harm they did, saying they're also perfect now, trying to hide in case you remember. So that's Accountability, a song I wrote circa 2015, 2016, around there. So there you go, a little insight into that song of mine. Thank you.